Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I am working on some other craft ideas for future videos, but in this one we're going to be working on some resin charms. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos trying to figure out the timing on when to do swirls and get designs and all that. So I'm going to practice today with you guys. And the silicone mold that I have has all different shapes and sizes of charms. I believe I got it on Amazon. It may have been Temu. I'm not 100% sure. It has been a little while since I bought this. So we're going to pour clear resin and then use alcohol inks to make the colors. And then about an hour after that, we're going to let it sit for an hour and then do the swirls. I'm hoping that waiting an hour isn't too long, but it's long enough for the alcohol colors to sink in, make a pretty design. I know that my tray resin swirls weren't exactly defined on either tray that I did. So I'm hoping that if I wait a specific amount of time and it's long enough that I can get the colors to stay pretty and come up with some really good designs. I hope this is a good video for you guys. Maybe you can learn something along with me, because this is definitely a learning process for me as well. If you have any suggestions or ideas that you want me to try, feel free to drop them in the comments. I am thankful for my few subscribers that I have. Thank you very much. I appreciate you tagging along with me on my crafting journey. And I do have other projects. There's some sewing projects. I'm focused mainly on the crochet and resin because that's really what I'm into right now. But I do have a sewing project in mind. I have a garden that I'm trying to get set up and planned out anyways. So there will be a variety later on in the coming months. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay guys, so I've mixed up my resin. You want to mix it slowly. I didn't go too slow because you can probably see the bubbles in there. You should go slow. I'm as I've said in previous videos, I'm a little impatient, but I'm hoping the heat gun will take out most of those when I'm done pouring it. I just used basic, let's see if I can get that in there. Aircore Art epoxy resin. It's an A and B combination. You'll want to do equal amounts, and when I say equal amounts, I mean like 100 milliliters of one, 100 milliliters of the other. You don't want to go by weight because I believe the hardener is heavier than the part B is heavier than the part A. So if you measure it out by weight, then it'll come out sticky and won't cure like it should. So I have it fully mixed. I have the charms here, but I also wanted to do an ornament, a little Christmas ornament. So for the colors, I have, and all of this alcohol colors I got from Temu. You can buy them in packages of, I think this one came in 24 little, let's see, looks like 5 milliliter. So this one I got peacock blue. I hope that's not too fuzzy. And then I got lemon yellow and rose red. I'm going to going for the basic colors, and then I'm hoping while it swirls that it actually turns into the green, purple, orange colors. And then for the ornament, I'm going to do, this is a different set, but again it's from Temu. Green, and then a red. For the white, it's just pigment ink that will help weigh down the color. Now there's different types of white ink you can use. Some weigh down better than others. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm not 100% sure if it will weigh it too much, if the white will start settling to the bottom. I'm not 100% sure. So again, this is just a trial run because I want to be able to do this more efficiently at some point in the future. So I have to try it, and I figured I'd bring you guys along with me. So the first step is to pour in here. Now the ornament, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a thin layer of resin, and then after I do the swirls and all that, I'm going to do a layer of white in the background just to bring the colors, make the colors more prominent. That's my plan anyways. I'm hoping it works. Now for any resin project, if you're new with resin, I would suggest using gloves. I would also suggest, depending on the air circulation in your room, and if you have any health issues, and whether it's low odor or not, that all of those factors depends on what you have to do or should do. But I would suggest wearing gloves, a respirator, things like that, just to protect yourself. I don't have an allergic reaction to resin. I get resin on me all the time, and I don't have a problem. The reason I'm wearing gloves now is because I just don't want to be sticky. But some people, I have a relative that is actually allergic to resin, and she breaks out in hives, I think is what she said. And honestly, no one wants that. So I would suggest, if you're new with resin, to protect yourself as best you can. Make sure the room you're working in is very well ventilated, or even have a fan going next to you. Let's see, what other shape do I want to do? I like the round ones. I'm not sure why. Not a huge fan of the square. I guess I should do a couple square. I'll do that one. But I just want to make sure I give you guys the information necessary if you are wanting to follow along with me, learn with me, craft with me. I want to make sure that you're doing it in the safest way possible. I like resin. I'm not sure why I like it as much as I do, but I do. I think it just allows you to be really creative, whether it's with the mica powder or with alcohol inks. I'm really excited about working with alcohol ink just because I think it does some cool things with how it sets, and I want to be able to do that. I think if some of these aren't as full as I think they're going to turn out to be, I might do another layer, like a finishing layer that's just black or just white. Just to, I really should have made sure this was all cleaned up. But again, this is me practicing. If they turn out and they don't have any errors, then I can sell them when I start selling jewelry. And if there are some mistakes, then I can do this as like a giveaway, because they're still pretty. They just might have an extra fleck in it, you know, like an extra sparkle that was left in the mold. Okay, let's see. I think we're pretty well done. I'm going to leave a little. When I'm cleaning these, I find that it's easier to clean if there's some resin left in the bottom. I like to scrape it clean, but the times that I've left some in the bottom, it comes out so much easier. So I'm going to leave my stick in there, it'll harden, and then I'll just crinkle it on the sides and yank it out, and it's done. It's clean. So that's convenient in case you wanted some insight into how to clean stuff. Poured the resin. Now for the colors. I think depending on, also if you get these, make sure you shake them, just because the color will stick to the bottom. I don't know if you can see it on any of these. Just to make sure everything is mixed up properly. Who knows how long they've been sitting in a in a factory. Okay, let me get a needle. Hold on. I have 100 needles. And the time I need to find one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me get the other ones done here. Sorry, obviously you can fast forward if you want to. There's a seal at the tip. I don't want to cut it like with scissors because then you won't be able to get that drip that you want. It'll all come out way too fast. Okay. That is already open, you can tell. I'm 99% sure I haven't used it. Could be wrong. You ever have so many craft supplies that you don't know what you've done with what? I have a lot of craft supplies. If you guys saw the craft area that is technically taking over my living room, you'd say, Jackie, you have a problem. I know I have a problem. And I'm okay with it. I've accepted that. That is who I am. Okay, so we got all the colors done. Now, the size of each thing, obviously, I'm not going to be able to fit as many drops in this one as I can fit into, like, say, this one or this one. So I think I'm just going to do each. Maybe I'll put 2 in this one. And I am OCD, so so if you see a pattern in what I'm doing, that's why. Down here. What else we got? Some here. Okay, is that all of them? Oh, there's one here. Alrighty, so we got all the yellows done. Red. Kind of curious if this will do what I think it's going to do with as far as mixing, because you know you mix red and yellow you get orange, and green and yellow you get green. I'm hoping that it does mix like that, but I'm not going to hold my breath if it doesn't. Oh, I put 2 in that one. So be it. Okay. Got any more? I think I missed the yellow on that one. Put yellow in there. Yellow is kind of hard to see. I don't know if you guys can see the yellow or not. I doubt you can because I can barely see it. Okay, so let's do the blue. Put an extra one in there. These aren't spreading. I wonder if I got the wrong inks. I'm still going to try it. Even if I did it wrong. Like I said, this is a learning experience. So this might be the wrong kind of ink. I think it is the wrong kind of ink. I don't care. I'm doing it still. Let me make sure I got I have all these colors. Look, guys. This is what I'm dealing with. I did it to myself. Past Jackie really just messed me up. She said it was future Jackie's problem. Okay. I'm going to pause you just for a moment. Okay, guys. So I think I messed up. But I'm still going to post this video because I know Somewhere out there, someone else has messed up like I have. And I don't care. I think it's still going to be pretty if I just let it sit, do its thing, and then do the swirls. That's what we're going to go with. I did find the alcohol ink that I was 99% sure I had. So for this, we're going to do silver and gold instead of the green and red, because that also is a pigment ink. That's just meant to color your resin. Listen, everybody makes mistakes, and I'm going to put it out there because I want to make sure that those of you who are with me in this mistake-making world, I'm right there with you, okay? So we're going to put some gold and silver. Let's see if it comes out. There, see? See that spreading it's doing? That's what it's supposed to do. I think I have a plug in my gold. See if I can get it out. Come on. I don't think that's coming out. Let's see if I have another color I can use. Let's do some purple. I'm making such a mess, guys. Oh, there's one. Okay. Alrighty. And then for this, I'm just going to do a purple there because that's where it went. And silver. Itty bitty. Okay. Now that we got our colors, whether they're right or wrong, we're still going to put the white on top. Just one drop. Come on. There you go. See, I think this is the extra sinking white. You see how it disappears so fast? I think this is probably going to sink all the way to the bottom. I may have to... I'll just make another video. By golly. I really do hope someone out there is saying, I'm right there with you. Did the same thing. I think I'll do the sinking in half of them. Let's see, it's 5. Okay, I'll do one more. We'll do this one. We'll do that, and then the other ones I'll just swirl and see what it looks like without the white. Okay, now here's the one with the alcohol ink. And this one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have little tails with all these tails going on. I think the problem is that it may have sat for too long. It is really cold in this room because I don't think it's supposed to look like that. But I don't care. I'm doing it. This is where we're at. Okay? So, yeah, you see how that sunk to the bottom? So what I'm going to have to do for these, I can probably swirl just on the top and be fine. For these, I may have to actually go down to the bottom and do the swirl. But that's where we're at. So I will be back in an hour to see what chaos has ensued. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, it's been an hour. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Okay, so you see how it has sunk to the bottom. You can see the white. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell or not, but the white has sunk to the very bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swirl with one of these. It's actually a 2 end. It's got the silicone tip, and then it's got a metal end. Swirl with the metal tip, And I'm going to, for the ones that have the white, I'm going to swirl all the way at the bottom and do it that way. Usually all you would have to do is just pull, here, I'll do it on this one. So you can see the ink kind of separated. I don't know what these are going to look like. They might be very blobby, but by golly, I started it, I'm going to stick to it. So for the white ones, I'm going to use the metal tip. For the ones that I didn't use the white, I'm going to use the silicone tip. Okay, so I'm just going to start on the outside and kind of, okay. So that one, this one doesn't have a whole lot of blue in it, but we will see how it's kind of sticky. It's definitely how you want it. Now you can do like shapes, you know, flower shapes or whatever. I just, for this instance, I'm just going to do swirls. I'm trying to figure out the technique before I try and get all fancy. At least that's where my this one I'm going to do more of a square shape. I don't know, these might look pretty, who knows? And if not, like I said, once I start selling jewelry, these will be like a freebie little extra kind of thing. Okay, so this one has white, and it's all, literally all of them have congregated in the middle. So I'm going to have to go center out for this, but I have to go all the way to the bottom and do it. Otherwise, it won't reach the white. And you can see I have it clicked. This is the silicone matte. I've used this for my other silicone projects. I'm pretty sure I've done at least one other video with this. I don't want to mess up my table, and this is the easiest thing to clean off. You just like scrunch it up and then the resin falls off. So that's where I'm at on that. Okay. So I'm going all the way down to the bottom and doing the swirls. I have a lot of resin on my, there we go. Trying not to get resin everywhere. As you can see, I took my gloves off. I'm not pouring it, so I don't feel like I have too much of a risk of getting it all over me. Having to go all the way down to the bottom, you do kind of have to go a little slower. I think that one actually might turn out pretty. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. Center. Swirl. I know the colors are swirling up top, not necessarily on the bottom. Okay, this one, I'm not sure what I want to do. It is a lot thicker, so I'm hoping the swirls stay. It's looking like it's falling apart here, unless that's just that one. Okay. Or these could be keychains. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Gotta go all the way to the bottom because I did put the white in this one. Okay, Let me get some of this off here. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, wish me luck, guys. Luckily, this one's a lot thinner because I didn't fill it all the way up. Also, if you do this, don't use a rough-ended, like a toothpick. You don't want to scrape up your silicone. So, okay. I think I'm gonna... I just have a paper towel, or not paper towel. I have a towel on the edge of the screen. That's why my hand keeps disappearing. I'm wiping off the metal piece. I think since I picked the wrong inks to begin with, I'm probably just going to leave this. I don't think I'm going to do a white back. I may just fill it up with more clear. Or maybe black. I think black would look good. Have a nice contrast with the purple. Okay, so I did my swirls. Let's see. It looks like most of them are keeping except for this one. This one I'm going to go ahead and redo. Okay. And it looks like I did get a little bit of green in there. The blue and green did mix. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. And I'll see you guys then. Hi guys. So before I show you the monstrosity of charms that I created, I wanted to tell you that I did buy some brand new alcohol ink. I think, first of all, I used ink pigment instead of alcohol ink, which is why it didn't spread out like it's supposed to. And the couple alcohol inks that I used for the Christmas ornament was given to me. So I'm not sure how old they are, which is probably why they didn't spread like they were supposed to. So I'm going to do another video with the actual correct product. It might not be this next video, but it should be the following video. I'm trying to stagger resin and crochet or whatever ones that I have. That way we're not having 2 weeks in a row of the same thing. And I know that I messed up, but like I said in my first video, this is a crafting journey. I'm trying to learn new things, and maybe along the way you guys will drop some suggestions on things that you want to know how to do, so that I can at least try it for you first and figure out what not to do, what's the best process, etc. So without further ado, here is the creations that I have made. Okay, so a couple of these I did put some black pigmented resin in it. They weren't poured to a rounded edge. I can't remember off the top of my head what that's called. I'm having a brain fart. But anyways, I still had some space, so I just filled it in with some black. That should also allow it to bring forth the colors in it, but like I said, the colors that I used were not the right product, and so I don't think that they did what they were supposed to do. So it might actually look prettier on the back than it does the front, but here we go. We're going to try it, see what happens. Okay, so this one I put some black on it. Yeah, see the white? I'm pretty sure this is what happened on all of them. the pigment I used drops too hard and too fast. So I think this is supposed to be used within resin to use as a drop color to bring the multicolors that you put in there, the alcohol colors. I think you're supposed to mix the white in with resin. That way it doesn't sink all the way to the bottom and collect like that. So I'm pretty sure every single one that I put the white in, this is what it's going to look like. But yeah, that's again my fault. So let's do all the white ones first. I did like the swirl on this one, on the back. Oh. Yeah. Yep, that's... I don't know if you can see... See, the swirls look pretty when you see it through the resin, but that white really just messed it all up. So all of these are trash, but at least I learned something. See the color in the back? That would have been really pretty if it did it right. Are you going to focus for me? There we go. You can kind of see the colors. I think I only put the white in half of them. So hopefully the other ones are okay. You can kind of see the color in the back. I believe this one, nope. This one has white in it. Maybe not. I may have... One of these days I'm going to get this right, because I really like the blooming flower effect that other people get. Okay, so we got a nice little swirl. It doesn't bleed like it's supposed to with the, like the alcohol ink does. These might be good as like sun catcher kind of things, but I don't know. That one has a nice little... I think I put too much yellow in it. I didn't think I did that. Oh, I kind of like that one. That one's pretty. It would have been really pretty if I used the right sinking stuff. Because you'd be able to see like there'd be a 3D effect. Okay. Oh, here's the last white one. Well, I tried, and that's all I can do at this point. Doesn't hurt to try. So let's do this one. So this one did have the alcohol ink, but the alcohol ink was older, so I'm not sure it did what it was supposed to do. And I also put that same white stuff in it, which probably pooled at the bottom. Luckily, like for these, this is domed, so it pooled at the base of the dome. This is just a flat surface, so I'm hoping it did something pretty. Okay. I did put the black on the back of this one. Oh, it looks like a spider web. That is kind of cool. I think I'm losing focus here. I kind of like that. It's pretty. Not what it was supposed to do, but it's pretty nonetheless. So there it is, guys. I know that I messed up. And I also could have just deleted this whole process from my phone, not without any issues. But I know that most videos that are seen on the internet nowadays are showing 100% perfection. Like, no one screws up. They only show you what came out right. And I kind of also wanted to show people that mistakes happen. And we learn from those mistakes. and hopefully grow from those mistakes. Like I said just a second ago, I did get some actual ink, alcohol ink colors, so I can do this again. And I also bought some little shaker bottles so I can put this in resin, or I saw another technique where you add rubbing alcohol to it, so it does the same thing. You get the white, but it doesn't pull all the way to the bottom of the mold. So I'm going to try this again. By golly, I'm going to get it right. It is going to happen, because I love those bloom flowers that I see people post all the time. They post these perfect flowers every time. But again, you never see the mess ups. You only see what turned out right. So thanks for joining me. I hope you found something entertaining. Please, by all means, share a comment. So I hope you subscribe. I'd like to have another subscriber or two. I'm trying to build my YouTube base, just so that I can get a grasp of what I should make more of when I start producing and selling my jewelry and crafts at craft shows and such. I'm hoping for your guys' insight, because that would be perfect, because obviously what I like doesn't always transfer to what other people like. So I hope you have a fantastic holiday season, and I guess I'll see you later. Thanks.